Yo, what is up, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video with your host Kenkukun. And today we got another Destiny 2 Vow a Disciple raid guide for dummies video. People like me that need raid guides that just show exactly what I'm gonna do and how to do it. Now, with this part of the encounter, I got an 8-minute, 17-second video to share with you. It's gonna go probably closer to 15 minutes. I'm gonna explain a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys hear. I'm gonna explain a little bit. I'm going to let you guys hear the audio of myself as we're going through this. You may hear audio of others if they have allowed their voices to be shared, but you will definitely hear my callouts. Now, I take what the guiding hand is what I'm going to refer to myself as. I take up the guiding hand role of this encounter. One person that's kind of just keeping everyone focused on whatever their callouts are, they need. But everyone knows their role and what they're doing at this point, right? So there's 3 roles I'm going to explain real quick, but they overlap so much, I'm not going to have a video for each role, right? So there are 3 roles that happen. Number 1, role 1 is ad clearing. One of the jobs is to clear ads. You might be the lucky person on the fire team that does only one thing, and that is shooting enemies. Everyone else has a job they do. So if you are the ad clearing person, lucky you. Unlucky you is there are going to be times where at least 2 people are not really going to be helping you clear ads. Up to 5 people are not going to be helping you clear ads. Sometimes because we're trying to coordinate what we're doing. 2 people are definitely going to be more focused on, the totems in front of us. The other 2 people will be alternating between focusing on, totems and ads, right? So with that said, the other person that is on ad duty, another role you will have is because you're not getting any of the buffs in this encounter, you will see, if you see, and I'll show these 6 totems in a moment in the video, you're going to see 6 totems in front of you, and you're going to need to know the symbols at that point. It's going to help. The other person that doesn't have a buff at the time is going to call out, but if you can help identify which totems are needed and necessary, that's going to help out a lot. So real quick, we'll go over the totems right here. Hopefully, here we go. All right, so you have L1, L2, and L3, R1, R2, and R3. Those are the totems. Now, with that said, it's easiest to keep them correlated to L1, L2, L3, R1, R2, R3. At the top of the staircase in front of me, you're going to see a pillar to the top right. There's also one to the top left. If you look above L1, you'll see the top of it. Some people refer to it as L1, R1, and then there's 2 more up there, L2 and R2 in a square. I just go from left like a square, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 symbols up there. When we get to the damage phase, I will pause the video and explain what those 4 symbols are. I've just memorized essentially where those symbols are. Every time I go into the raid, I memorize what they are when I get up there, and I just remember them for that encounter. So when people, they don't have to call a number, they just call exactly the symbol, and they're not like, it's this symbol, oh, that's 1. No, it's, they call out the symbol, I go to where the symbol is. All right, I'll explain more on that in a moment. Let's go ahead and get through the video. I'm also going to play some audio here, and I'll explain it as we go through. I think I'll probably pause here and there and explain as we go.
Whatnot.
All right, so here we go. The boss is up because we wiped, so I'm going to walk up close to the boss. Okay. His little shield is going to bump me back. Don't jump. It'll bump you off the map, and we're going to start. So there's a crystal in the top. Now, this crystal, I'm going to shoot it. The person that shoots it last is going to get what is called a leeching buff. It is on the bottom left of the corner. I am leeching the power of darkness, so to speak, right? If you don't shoot this crystal and get this power of leeching, pervading darkness is going to start. You're not even going to start the encounter. You're just going to die if no one shoots this thing, right? And they don't notice. The last person to break it is the one that gets the buff. I would just recommend that whoever's going to start with leeching be the only one that shoots it. Pulse rifle, scout rifle, sniper, right? And you can use a sniper for DPS. I stick with Galahorn for all of my DPS in this raid. It does the job. And we have a divinity user for this boss as well, is another recommendation. I'll explain more on that, hopefully, if I remember, towards DPS phase.
Right,
so I shoot this, it's gonna break. I got leeching force. If that hits 0 and I still have leeching force and nothing happens with it, I die. All right. So here we go.
Split it. When the add spawn, you can split it, you two.
Okay. So if you look real quick, I call for a split right here. There are 2 smaller crystals that spawn on the left and the right of the room at the back. I call for a split. Now there's going to be 5 people alternating these splits essentially. The first person is going to grab it initially, and then immediately as add spawn and those crystals spawn, call for the split. Now I've designated 3 other people to the split. It's me and Alborg are shooting the left crystal. It's Hot Boy and Kira on my team shooting the right crystal. Now let me explain a little bit more on the left and the right. So when you shoot the crystal, you get a buff that's called leeching, all right? What this does is if you get the left crystal, you're going to turn leeching into emanating. And you'll see that in a moment. I'll explain it now, and you'll see it in the future because I'm going to get emanating here. How to get emanating. The boss is going to teleport to the front of the room towards us, or he's going to teleport to one of the sides. Now, when he's close to you, he's not doing it. But when he teleports a little further back, not to the top of the staircase, but down that staircase, right? And he'll either be in the middle, left, or right. He's going to shoot 4 little laser beams that kind of look like what you're going to see our teammates shoot, and the thing I shot in the middle. It's going to kind of look like that. It's going to spiral across. It doesn't deal damage to you, right? Now, what it does is people that have leeching, if they jump into these beams, it'll turn into emanating, all right? Emanating is what you need to go up into his bubble shield and go to the totems and deposit the emanating power into these correct totems, all right? Once you turn leeching into emanating, your clock also resets. So I would recommend that both of you, the people that are shooting the left crystal, always get emanating. The people that shoot the right crystal are alternating the leeching between everyone, right? So, and you're gonna see us go through this full, run through of it real quick and do it. So let's go ahead and continue with this. I call for a split, so they're going to take my leeching from me. I have to stand on this middle symbol that I'm on. If you guys didn't notice, there's a symbol on the floor that I have to stand on. You have to stand here to have it split. You cannot just call out for a split. It won't work. The person with leeching needs to stand on this platform and split between 2 people, right? And I would recommend you assign people that are going to split. So first it's going to be Alborg that shoots left, Hot Boy that shoots right, all right?
There we go. Boss on the right, watch the right, careful on the right, careful on the right.
All right, so the boss moved to the right. You're going to see the laser beams. I'm not jumping into it. Alborg's not jumping into it. He's going to wait for me to get leeching again. So,
Blitz.
I'm a little...
All right.
Okay, I was a little bit slow there, but because the boss wasn't shooting the middle, and you see that symbol where we have to stand on the middle, I wanted us to split because he was shooting right or left. So I called out for the Hot Boy was going to split his leeching, right, to me and Kira. And I shot the left. Queen Kira shot the right. And now me and Alborg are just going to this is where we kind of clear ads. We also need to look at the glyphs that have... Glyph keepers have spawned on the left and right side of the room. We need to call out the glyph keeper symbols. Find out the one symbol that's in common. And that one symbol that's in common is going to show up on 2 of those 6 totems that I've shown. And it's up to the people that have no buffs to call out which of those symbols or which of those totems we need to go through. I believe it has to be the people that only the people that don't have any buff can see these normally, and I'll show that in a clip later. We'll go through this first damage phase, and then when we reset, you'll see what the totems look like, right?
Gatekeepers need to die.
I call them gatekeepers, glyph keepers.
Stop.
They already be dead.
Oh, stop. All right, tell us where. Left, Alborg, left. Emanating on left. Nice.
All right, so there we go. Now we have emanating force. The boss moved to the left. I also made a miscall. That was not Scorn. That was not the Scorn image. That was a Savathun image. So thank goodness my teammates. It was whatever it was going. So here we go.
R1, R3. I'll go to R3. You go to R1. Oh, L1. Okay.
Okay, it was L1. Make sure you listen to the callouts. I may call out the wrong callouts here and there because 2 of the people that I played with, they have, for me to hear, it's pretty heavy accents for me. So I had a hard time understanding between L1 and R1. So they would be yelling at me. I wish you guys could hear the audio. The Lost Clan would
Don't
get a
get
laugh
split,
out of it.
split it.
So I call for a split right away. So I deposit Emanating Force. As you can see, the totems are lighting up for me now. I see the symbols. As soon as I get Emanating Force, Queen Kira now has Leeching. She is the only person with Leeching. I tell her to split. Since Alborg is the one that's always going to shoot the left one first, as soon as he deposits, whoever that person is, they're going to shoot that top left thing from where they're not going to run back and shoot. They're going to shoot it immediately from where they're at. And Hot Boy is now going to shoot the right one. So he's going to take Leeching right back, right?
Yep. Shoot your thing,
Okay,
Albert.
split.
Nice. Perfect. All right, split again, quickly.
I call for a split again right away.
No, wait.
The boss moves to the middle.
Wait, he's in the middle. Move,
right?
move. Hot Boy, move, Hot Boy. All right, now split it. With me and Kira.
All right, so because the boss teleported to the middle, I told Hot Boy to get off the plate, because if he would have got hit by the beam, he would now become Emanating, and he could no longer split. That would mean no one would have Leeching, I believe, at that time. And I think a lot of people would die if we didn't have anything to do with our Emanating Force. A lot of people would have died there. And it's okay if nobody has Leeching. If people die, the boss would just go back to the top of the staircase. The first person would shoot that crystal at the top again and move on. Let's go ahead and
There we
keep
go.
looking.
All right.
So,
Glyph Keepers are somewhere.
oh no, okay. The Glyph Keepers actually don't spawn again. It's once you have the Glyph Keepers dead once, those are the same symbols. They're just gonna call out the totems, right? So we're just waiting for the same symbol to be called out on one of those 6 totems, or 2 of those 6 totems, and we're going to go up there and dunk. So I'll go ahead and let this play as the call out. If I need to pause for anything, I'll pause it, but we'll play this through until damage phase, and then I'll explain some more of damage phase.
Where are we going, guys? It's stop again. R1, R2. Going to R2. Split. As soon as we dunk, split it.
Got it.
Perfect. All right. Split again real quick. Me and Queen. There we go.
This is where I forget to go get
Alright,
Emanating Force.
Yeah, Emanating. We got to get it on the next one. Where's stop at? R1, R3. All right, I need to get Emanating still. All right, on the right. Where are we going again? R3. Yep. And then clear ads after this, and it's going to be DPS almost. It'll be the top floor, I guess we'll say. Just primary here, team shot, don't die. No, I'm shooting the staff. He's going to call out. Trust me, Alborg. It's going to be a piece of cake. It'll be a piece of cake, man.
All right, boom. I get to the top of the stairs. Let's go ahead and pause it. As you can see, there's 2 totems to my left, and then there's 2 to my right. It's like a big square. They're all at the corners. The left totem is the Traveler. The next one is the Pyramid. After that, it's going to be Darkness, the Darkness symbol, and then after that, it's going to be the Light symbol. All right. Now, I just remember those and where they are. That way I know as soon as the one glyph that's called out is called out, I know exactly where to go. And I go there and I dunk. So we're at the top of the stairs. We're not quite at DPS phase. I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to let you guys watch exactly DPS. This is going to be a successful DPS phase and then a reset. And then I will show you the last stand phase. And I apologize, this video is going to hit about 20 minutes, but again, it's very straightforward. I just want to show the role in all of its capacity as we go up here. So my job is, there's going to be very few callouts here. Even in the party chat, there should be very little callouts here. I told my team when we got up here, Alborg was going to call out the symbol for me. Now, how do I get the symbol? The boss is going to move around the room and attack, and you're going to move around the room and avoid his attacks, as well as little taken shadow thralls are going to spawn, and you're going to kill them. I would recommend just melee them. If you're going to shoot them, be very careful, because anyone that shoots the staff of the boss is going to get the leeching buff. And if you don't turn that leeching buff into emanating and put it into the proper totem, you're going to die. And that's just going to add up on deaths and revive tokens used and then possible wipes. On top of that, every time you shoot the staff, a symbol's going to show up. So if two people shot it at the same time and they got two separate symbols, or something like that, I don't know how it would work, but we had one part where I shot the staff and I got my symbol, and then I think Queen accidentally shot the staff and got their symbol, but they went and tried to dunk into my totem, and they died. And then I dunked into my totem right after that, because I'm like, well, am I gonna die because they they shot it after me, so a new symbol, a new totem? No, each person would have their own symbol and totem to dunk in. So I don't know if you can have 3 dunkers at one time. But we just did 1 dunking at a time, and it works as easy as pie. So I shoot the staff. I can no longer, once I get leeching, I can't see the symbol. That's why someone else has to call it out. I also cannot see the symbols on these totems. That's why I need to remember what they are so I know where to dunk. They call out where to dunk. I go dunk. After I turn it into emanating, and once again, you jump into the boss's laser beam to turn it into emanating, and then you go dunk it, and then you rinse and repeat. Upon dunking, a body part of his will start to glow. It'll start with the shoulders, and then it'll be his thighs, right? Those are little, call them like pieces of armor. You're going to shoot those pieces of armor off of him. When you shoot all 4 of them off of him, he will be vulnerable then for damage phase, and then you start the damage phase. My recommendation, I wouldn't use a well or a bubble, because the boss is going to be moving and attacking you, so you guys are going to be moving in and out of those things. So I would recommend using DPS supers, especially for Last Stand. Last Stand, you only have a very limited time to kill the boss before he wipes you. It's a very steep curve, and I'll explain more on that when we get to Last Stand clip, all right? So with that said, once again, I'm going to let the clip play out. If I need to explain anything else, I will. There's going to be one person calling out for me. Everyone else is going to just try to be very careful not to shoot the staff. Be careful not to shoot the staff while you're shooting the boss to break his precision armor off, or his armor plates off, right? We'll call them armor plates. Take your time shooting them. You can have multiple places exposed, I believe, without having a problem. But if you shoot that staff and get the buff, everything's going to go out of whack. You can recover, but it may be harder to recover, right? So you don't need a perfect run, but it's better to have a nice smooth run. So if everyone takes their time shooting those, it's gonna be good. So here we go. I'm gonna let it play through. You're gonna listen to me, talking. Let's get into it.
Traveler, pyramid, dark and light. Traveler, pyramid, dark light. Okay. All right. What is it? Right where the staff, where I shot it. All right. Get away from light if you can, please. I'm dunking. All right. One of his shoulder blades is going to be ready. Dark Queen. Get emanating.
Okay, so it looks like Queen shot it and got the thing. I told her it was darkness, so she goes and gets emanating, and she goes and dunks. Hopefully this succeeds.
It's number 3. Remember, be careful not to shoot his staff. 3. Do not shoot the staff while you're shooting his weak point. All right, what is it? Traveler. That's 1. All right.
One more thing. If you look at Hot Boy, there's a rift down. At this point in time, if you're a Warlock or a Titan, I would put down put your shields down somewhere, put your rifts down, even if you have to run out of them. They're going to be there for maybe me, the runner that has to run past. I'm not really looking at the boss, so if he's attacking me when my back is turned to him, I won't know it. I won't notice, or, I'm not killing any of the little taken thralls. You can feel free to put your abilities on the ground, even if you don't plan on standing in them. Someone can pass through them and benefit from them.
What is it?
Once again, I'm just shooting the staff, and
Okay.
then I'm waiting for my symbol. I'm not shooting the boss grip point yet.
Oh my god. What was that nonsense? I gotta wait for him to do his thing again. Are you gonna do the... Laser, my guy. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. All right, last leg. Don't worry about shooting anything. Just shoot it.
Yeah. So when his last body part is exposed, don't worry about shooting the staff. You can shoot and hit the staff. Once again, thanks to Alborg for coming in with this group.
Buff
The
doesn't
day
matter
before,
anymore.
it really helped out
There
me
we go.
being able to take the roll up.
Yep, keep shooting it. Snipe it if you have
I mean,
to.
not Alborg. Illusion. I apologize. And yeah, so don't worry about the buff because as soon as he goes into DPS mode, like the buff goes away. As you can see, he's going to be moving. We do have a divinity being used. I'm also breaking out Chaos Reach because
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
you
not
ain't
enough
seen a
love
Chaos
is
Reach
given to
before,
Chaos Reach anymore.
buddy. Yeah, when he's dashing,
some
you
of his
gotta
abilities
move, man.
can one shot,
man.
so
We
you got to be
fighting.
careful.
He's
Also,
R. Kelly up in here, fighting for his life.
you got to be
got a
careful not to
token.
Galahorn
Use it.
yourself, jump into your teammates because I've done that too.
This is good DPS
And he's about
too.
to reset here in just a second. And then
He'll take a knee when he's done. That's how we know we're resetting. There it is.
there it is.
All right,
Boom.
down the stairs.
All right,
Don't worry
so
about
he's gonna.
ammo up here. Yep, keep running.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute the audio. So we run down the stairs, we get ready for reset, we grab ammo, grab orbs real quick. When you go up there for a third time, the last time you go up there, you make sure you get all ammo and orbs from this floor because you won't come back to this floor, right? There is no return to this floor once you go up there for the third phase, which will put him into the final stand phase, which also takes place up there. Now, if you look in the front of the room, you're going to see the totems are lit up with all the symbols. This is what it would look like if you didn't have any of the buffs, right? You're going to see the totems. And we were looking for stop. If you look at R1, you see stop. If you look at L3, you see stop way back there. Those were the two totems we would have dunked in. That's your role. You're looking for, oh, stop sign is the one in common between the two callouts or between the glyph keeper callouts. Stop was the one in common. You find the two totems that have stop on it and you call them out for the people to dunk. And that's it. Now we're about to kick off into the last stand. Now, once again, I would recommend don't use a well or a shield. Use, like, if you're using Warlock, use like a Nova Bomb is fine. A Golden Gun into the head is fine. Anything that's going to deal a lot of damage quickly. Thunder Crash, hammers. And I'll explain a little bit more. The clip is going to shift over here to I'll just fast forward it real quick. So here we go. We're gonna bring him down into DP. We're gonna DPS him down into the final stand. Now the laser beams. If you don't have leeching and you get hit by these laser beams that he's shooting, your darkness will build up and it'll slowly go back down over time. When he's in final stand mode, darkness will go up. So you want to try to not have any darkness on you as you get to final stand. During final stand, you also want to try to avoid the beams as much as possible so you don't build up darkness too fast. I think if one person hits a stack of 10, everyone wipes, or we all have the same stack. I'm not 100% certain on that. But I came really close. I actually hit a stack of 10 and die, but we end up killing the boss. But it looked like everybody died with me. So try to avoid those laser beams as much as possible. Going into the final stand. I'm at 4, I go to 3, I go to 4. And it's just, we just need to get as much damage. It's at 5. It goes down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I die. Alborg dies. Okay, it's only me and Alborg. So, but everyone will die if you don't kill them in time. That's why it's recommended to save your supers for that. Use your heavy and your primary to bring them down to the final stand on the third DPS phase. You bring them down to final stand without your supers. You save your supers up to that point. That's it. That's the video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Hopefully you guys have gotten some help with these videos. Thanks so much for watching. Link in the description below for the playlist for the rest of for the previous video and all that good stuff. That's it. Congratulations on the raid. You made it. Good luck, and I will see you all next time.